Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Nick with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. We got the S&Ps up 20, Dow's up 146, NASDAQ up 71. Man, gold's up 32. That's pretty big. Gold's up 32. Just making a push, trying to make a push back to the 1950s. What is going on? Sorry, I was a little late. I was having some technical difficulties here, like the YouTube wasn't connecting to the chat or something. I don't know. Things are all messed up. So we doing it. AMD is down. Yeah, AMD had a rough go, right? So yeah, yesterday AMD had a little bit of a rough ride. James, Suncrave, Jeff, Manchild. What's going on? Sarah? I feel like this afternoon a lot of people will sell. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you think that people are going to sell and the market just keeps going. You know, the only down movement we had this week was when Trump made comments about canceling the stimulus deal. You know, so right now, SPY's up to 345. Q's up 283, and kind of like what I reviewed last night in my video. I mean, we're trying to get back into this area here for the Q's. Same with SPY. SPY is trying to push highs again. So, I mean, very. I think it's a very interesting place that we're in right now, ahead of earnings week. Now the question is earnings season going to disappoint? Because that's what we have to start getting our mentality shifted towards. Is like, okay, is earnings going to be a disappointment? Is earnings going to be priced in, or is earnings going to be better than expectations? I mean, that's what's going to start moving the market. So I'm super excited for earnings season to start having an impact on the market, because I feel like over the last few weeks we're just kind of like, you know, the market's just chugging along with whoever says whatever regarding politics, and you know, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Well, maybe some people do, but I mean, I personally don't like it, so I'll speak for myself. Yeah, gold and silver are popping. So good news. My daughter's coronavirus test came back negative, so that's good. So back to business as usual. Yes, she's still sick, but you know, at least she doesn't have the Ronas, so we're good. Well, she's good. You know, I'm feeling a pop drop today. We are at the final resistance before the all-time high. Yeah, I mean we've had. Let's look at SPY. Okay, we've had a good run here. Like I said, the only down day this week was when we had Trump come out saying he was going to cancel the stimulus deal, which definitely brought in some bearish territory, bearish action. But since then, I mean, on Monday is green, Tuesday was red, Wednesday was green, Thursday was green, Friday is green. So, you know, the Bulls got 4 out of 5 this week. I mean, today's not done yet, of course, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anything could happen. I mean, today the market could open, it could flush 100 points, it can rip up. I mean, who knows? Yo, thanks guys. Yo, Artie, what's going on? If you guys could do me the favor, hit the like button. Wondering what the market will look like without so much politics. It's glorious. The market without politics is glorious. Bro, I'm waiting for 4 red straight days. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing about bulls, right? You know, bears, they take the elevator straight down, and then bulls, they take the stairs up. I mean, it takes a while. Actually, this recovery is pretty fast. You know, to be frank. I mean, this recovery here is pretty fast. It just some of those red days were a little bit rough. Keith, Red Dust, how you doing? What is going on? So, I mean, so far this morning, I mean, we don't have really anything going on this morning. You know, I mean, all the everything that was supposed to happen this week has already happened. You know, we have wholesale inventories. You know, we had Domino's. Domino's reported earnings, which they, disappointed. But getting into kind of what your trading plan, trying to get your mentality straight, is starting on Tuesday. Earnings season starts Tuesday. Banks, and the following week we got, Netflix and Tesla and Microsoft. And, we could see some nice runner-ups, especially I think like Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon. I think those names could see a really nice run-up into earnings. Tesla has been chilling. Tesla's been chilling just right in here, just kind of pinging back and forth. So people may be piling into before earnings. We still have basically a week, 2 weeks, a week and a half in order to get there. So, I'm gonna start looking at some plays here, trying to get some earnings run-ups. Obviously, Beyond Meat, I don't think Beyond Meat is in a few weeks as well. I don't think that is going to be priced in or not. I don't know. I have a feeling Beyond Meat is just, unless they have something great to say, I mean, this thing's just taken off. Normally during earnings it doesn't move that much, but now it's just off to the moon. My biggest trading issue is scaling. Took too much risk yesterday. 4K when it came against me, lost 3K. Yeah, Red Dust. Like yesterday was not a day, as you found out, to be aggressive. Because, the rate that we're moving, and the interesting thing about the market right now is you're expecting like a big day. And like looking at SPY, we had a nice gap up, but really inside day till the afternoon. Today, we're gapping up again. Today, how much is the stock market going to move intraday? Hopefully something, but we haven't been getting like massive intraday moves. Tesla really sold off. AMD yesterday had some nice intraday moves though. It moved up a couple dollar range. Man, wow, that really got smacked. What happened? Did they get downgraded? I don't see anything. I don't know. That thing got smacked. Oh, they're an advanced deal. They're AMD nears deal to acquire this company for $30 billion. Got it. How do you even say that company? Xilinx? Never heard of that. Yeah. So, that happens a lot with that people are pissed because people traded the event, and I said, we gotta stop trading the events. People were traded the event yesterday. That thing sold off during the event, and then people that were bag holding calls are now going to be down even more money. So, does that mean swings are back in season? Yo, Red Dust, it appears so. Day trade. Yo, I just want to say real quick. It seems that, regardless of how long you've been trading and stuff like that, like, I don't think I've seen a market where you have to change strategies so many times. Like, and then that's just one of the frustrating things about it. You're seeing, new traders get demolished. You're seeing experienced traders get demolished. It's just a tough environment in general. Yeah, you make money and stuff like that, but it's a tough environment just because of the amount of times you have to like flip-flop your mentality, flip-flop your strategy. What was working last month is no longer working this month or this week or this, it's just crazy. The game just changes. Can you explain GME? They said they were going to use Microsoft cloud products, not a partnership, and they are up 20%. So GME, let me pull it up here. Let me pull up the deal. Okay, to be clear on this deal, you gotta go right to Microsoft. Microsoft published an announcement with GameStop yesterday about their multi-year partnership. So this is good because this is not just like a one-time thing. This is a multi-year partnership, I guess, as long as GameStop can stay in business. So the company announced today it entered a multi-year strategic partnership with Microsoft, further advancing its strategy to expand physical and digital video game offerings, as well as enhance the company's retail technology infrastructure. With over 5,000 stores and its world-class e-commerce platform, GameStop, they're really talking GameStop up here in this thing. GameStop leverages its vast customer network, power up rewards, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the partnership includes, they're going to create the ultimate gaming destination. Okay. PlayStation fanboys, watch out. GameStop is now for Microsoft fanboys. Okay. Under this agreement, GameStop will standardize its back-end and in-store solutions on Dynamics 365. So Microsoft's portfolio of cloud-based business applications, Office 365, all that whole mess, right? And customer data platform, empowering associates with integrated experiences across its business operations, including finance, inventory, e-commerce. So Microsoft is going to be running GameStop's back end from everything, like inventory, financials, e-commerce, retail, point of sale. It's all going 100% Microsoft. So that's what Microsoft obviously is getting out of the deal, right? Additionally, additionally, associates will be equipped with new Microsoft Surface devices. Okay, so Microsoft's providing hardware under the deal, mobility of Microsoft Surface. And now, okay, we got that. As part of a transparent game plan, GameStop plans to roll out Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Teams to its stores. So that's good. Following decades as an essential provider of the Xbox gaming platform and services, GameStop will expand its Xbox family of product offerings to include Xbox All Access, which provides an Xbox console and 24 months of Game Pass Ultimate players with no upfront cost. So GameStop and Microsoft will both benefit from the customer acquisition and lifetime revenue value of each gamer brought into the Xbox ecosystem. And the interesting thing about this deal was Amazon was part of Xbox All Access, and they just ended it like a month ago. Right when they announced the new Xbox, Amazon and Microsoft ended their partnership for Xbox All Access, and they gave that to GameStop. I mean, this is some crazy stuff. So I think that this is all upside for GameStop. You know, that's why the stock market is exploding, because I mean the stock is exploding because I mean without a major shift, they were not going to survive. But this, Christopher, this kind of brings up some interesting things. If this works out, think about this. Microsoft recently closed down their retail stores. They're having an exclusive partnership with GameStop to become that gaming hub. Potentially what investors could be pricing in here is an acquisition of GameStop. I'm just saying. With a partnership this close, there possibly could be a buyout in the future. Now, I don't know. You know, that's just me speculating. But I'm sure that's what investors are speculating as well. I mean, Microsoft is going to be rolling out everything. They're gutting GameStop from the POS system to everything they use on the back end, inventory, retail, e-commerce, everything. They're gutting everything. And then obviously they're rolling out Xbox All Access. So, you know, on top of that, I'm not saying it's worth 20% more. You know how many people are short GameStop? A massive short squeeze. So GameStop got, you know, this deal came out of nowhere. It's been squeezing shorts. The people that were shorting in here got squeezed again. I mean, so GameStop could definitely go higher due to just squeezing out shorts by itself. You know, I mean, it can go up $20 to 20, 25, 30 probably. Easy. And if the stock price goes that high, it doesn't actually mean that the company's worth that much. It means there's a lot of things that are happening on the back end, like squeezing shorts. When you squeeze shorts, as you can see, that's why the penny stock guys, love these kind of stocks, because once shorts get squeezed, there's unlimited upside until every last short is dead, and then they'll drop it, of course. Question is, can those shorts hang on without being margin called? But I guess the interesting thing is, let me see here. Who was let me pull this up here. The interesting thing is here. Interesting thing here is Michael Burry. You guys remember Michael Burry, right? So he's the guy that saw he made his billions from the housing crisis, and he saw that years ahead of time. And back in August, Michael Burry is going long GameStop. Now this is August 2019 here, and he went long GameStop. And again, I mean, if you looked into his history, I mean, he went against the trend. He bet against the banks, and people laughed at him, and now people are not laughing at him, obviously, but he went years, people laughing at him, like, why do you believe in this trade? Why do you do this? Why do you think this is going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. And he just stayed true to his trade plan, right? And now Michael Burry, for some reason, felt the need to go long. Now, I'm not saying he knows everything. I'm sure he's been wrong on plenty of trades. But it seems that Michael Burry, that's starting to pay out for him. I mean, I'm sure it got scary in the pandemic when it went down to $2. But, I mean, Michael Burry, I mean, he can handle some heat. You know what I mean? Like Michael Burry, he bet against the banks during one of the when the economy was doing well, everything was going well, and people were like, why are you betting against the banks? And he bet against the banks, and he won. Now I'm sure that his long on GameStop is nothing compared to what he went long on or bet against the banks, So yeah, Burry's a real trader. Never listen to others BS stuff. Yeah, I mean, he just. I mean, to actually pull that short off, I mean, the amount of scrutiny, the amount of pressure. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how he made it through that. You know what I mean? Like nobody, like you show up to work every day, no one believes in you, everybody hates you. Well, it kind of sounds like corporate America, honestly, and why a lot of us work. But but no one believes you. Everybody hates you. The banks don't want you to win. They just want to take your money. The banks are calling up and saying, "Hey, please make your next margin payment." Dude has to make a margin payment into the millions, and the banks are thinking, "Oh, we're gonna be getting paid. This guy is getting destroyed. We're just getting checks every month, and the margin's getting filled, and we're doing good things, right?" And, for him to actually go through all that, not knowing when the end was going to come, like he didn't know when the end of that trade was going to happen, I worked at a trading firm, not a trader, but a developer making trading tools. Those tools were like, those traders, I accidentally said, those traders were like frat dudes. Yeah. So, yeah, there's the professional level, I think, Red Dust, and then, there's the frat boy level, Anyways, so Boeing's interesting up here again, trying to tap that 170. I mean, it fell a little bit yesterday, saying that when Nancy came out yesterday saying that there wasn't going to be a smaller airline package, and now miraculously everybody, including the White House, is trying to get a bigger deal done. Like, I don't know. This has been very annoying. No, I was saying Red Dust. I was saying Michael Burry is more of a professional, not the frat boys. Frat boys are frat boys. I mean, Yeah, the frat boys. I mean, I highly doubt. I mean, maybe I highly doubt Michael Burry is doing cocaine at work. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He might have, but I'm guessing not. Dude's a major introvert, probably didn't have a lot of friends. I'm going to just be honest with you. So, I think obviously this downtrend is still intact. It tried to break out. To break out, it needs to break 180, but that doesn't mean you can't make money from it. So we'll see what happens here. 170 has been pretty good resistance on it. We'll see if it can pop up above here, but it just might not. We'll see. No coach just let LST. Yeah. MJ has been seeing lots of money coming in sector wide. Yeah, so MJ, you know, here's the thing. If you look at if we look at the kind of the 5-year map of MJ and weed stocks and all that stuff, I mean, things have been really, really, really rough for it. Earlier this year, obviously, during the pandemic, things got brought down a little bit lower, popped up, but things are not going well. I mean, I think that if you want to get long this, you know, you just want to buy some shares and hang tight and just chill. You know, I think I would rather go long MJ, the ETF, versus like, you know, some of the cannabis stocks. I don't know if some of the cannabis stocks are actually going to stay in business, you know. So I think the sector will be hot. I just don't know, you know, again, you don't know when. So if you're going to invest long term, then invest long term, right? But trading this for options, I mean, this is, you want to be careful. Thoughts on OSTK? OSTK I saw the other day. This was ripping here. OSTK, I mean, it looks like a pretty safe bet. What I don't like in here, though, you got to be careful because it's using, as you can see, the 50-day as resistance and the 10-day as support. So yes, range is going to get tight. I think it will probably squeeze to the upside. A lot of people are probably betting on its failure, like another leg down to here, but I think it could squeeze up 110 probably pretty easy. Once like you saw in GameStop, once they catch momentum to the upside, shorts are screwed. So does this stock deserve to be up here? Probably absolutely not. You know, absolutely not. But once shorts start getting squeezed, they have no choice. They have no choice, and they have no choice to buy back their stock and push the stock higher. So I think that obviously it's kind of a dangerous trade because you could be in this for a little while. Obviously, the 10-day starting to creep back up, could cross over the 50-day, and then we could have an explosion to the upside. That is what I would be looking for. But yeah, again, there's a lot of speculation in the stock. Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy, before a couple months ago, this is a crazy stock regardless. I mean, this thing just ripped from $2 up to, just kept going. How's Square doing this morning? So Square bought 50 billion of Bitcoin, saying it aligns with their future growth plan. And the thing is, it's about 1% of their total net worth. So it's not like a big chunk of the pie or anything like that. So they're betting 1% of the company on Bitcoin, which is, you know, pretty small in the big scheme of things here. But Square just keeps going. Once it broke highs here, this is going, just going. Saw a bullish upgrade on Zoom this morning. So Zoom has been in a range, just pinging back and forth like 10 points on the daily, as you can see here. It's just been pinging back and forth. So we're consolidating right in here. We're just chilling. Averages are moving up. It's consolidating. So consolidation is healthy for the company for overall. Can it make it? When's its earnings? Okay, the earnings are not till December though. So, you know, earnings are not till December, so it can consolidate for quite some time. I mean, it had a major move after last earnings, right? The question is, can they keep up with the growth, and is it going to continue this way? However, Microsoft did announce, what was it, yesterday, that they are making remote working permanent, so you can permanently work from home if you want to. Which, I mean, this is crazy. People are going to be making six figures and not have to leave the house ever. I'm wearing sweatpants right now. You wear sweatpants. Wear sweatpants to work. You don't have to see anybody. You just have to wear a nice t-shirt or a nice polo. You know, it's nice. People making six figures from the comfort of their home. I mean, I think the future of the game's about to change dramatically. Yo, Alex, what's going on? If you're just joining us, say what up. Want to see who's joining us this morning? Puts on pants makers. Tyler. Levi's is getting destroyed. Nick, did you see some of the articles showing some tech companies are, although threatening pay cuts if employees move to cheaper work areas? No, where is that? I didn't see that. Why would they do that? That's dumb. Gave up my six-figure job to take a BS 60K job, but have the time to learn to trade. Amen. Hope it's worth it for you. But the good news is, Red Dust, the good news is you can always go back. It's like, and that's the thing, like, people are like, oh, I'm losing my job security. You can always go back. It's okay. Because a lot of tech pay higher cost of living wages. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, California pricing, Alex, it's just astronomical, you know? Carmine, what's going on? Yeah, Boeing's moving. DKNG. Let's see if DKNG can break 50 here. So I'm talking about my clock's like messed up. My clock's messed up. It's not right. It's not 10:34. The clock's not moving. You see this? The clock. My clock on Thinkorswim is not moving right now. It's been the same. Also says October 8th, but I'm getting live data here. What's going on? I might have to restart Thinkorswim or something. Bloomberg has an article on it. Yo, Dalvin, what's going on? What are you guys looking at this Friday? What stocks you guys want to look at? I know I spent a lot of time on GameStop, but all right, market's open. It's funny, the clock is wrong, but it's still alerting me that the market's open. Unless that was Tastyworks. I also have Tastyworks open. Wanted to switch to TOS, but keep hearing platform issues. Bro, man. So Thinkorswim, it breaks my heart, man, because Thinkorswim is where I learned to trade, and it was great. I mean, it's still a great platform. I love the charts. I love everything, but if it doesn't load, it doesn't load. So, you know, I don't mind. I like charting on Thinkorswim, and there's a lot of great things you could do on Thinkorswim. But I would wait till after the Schwab merger and see how things go. If you're interested in moving to Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade, I would wait till things shake out with the Schwab merger, and because Schwab is going to be integrating with Thinkorswim as well. So I would wait for that tech to kind of settle down. You know what I mean? Lots of rich people from the Bay Area are fleeing to the suburbs. It's actually driving our rental prices up. Prices pressing me out of this area now. Yo, James, yes, same for Chicago because of the violence in Chicago. A lot of the people are leaving Chicago, leaving for the suburbs, boosting home prices, boosting rent in the suburbs as well. No one wants to live in the city anymore because the city, well, I mean, you guys watch the news. You know what's going on in the city. Netflix had a down day yesterday after that major day. I mean, Netflix had a major day. So the thing is, you got to be careful about this top here. When Netflix is on October 20th. So yeah, I do think Netflix is probably going to be a pretty big quarter. But last quarter, people thought that was going to be big too, and it sold off pretty hard. You know, popped up to 575, all-time highs, came down, got destroyed. So I think just be careful. I think right now focus on the charts or focus on some good setups. Yeah, man, DKNG. I'm watching DKNG down in the lower 50s here. Tap $50.50 here. So I'm seeing if DKNG wants to make another push, but DKNG could be good. IPOB. Alex, you on IPOB? And I see why. So IPOB, I like this breakout. So, you want to be careful, obviously, with the highs lowering here, but now we had the breakout. This is what you like to see. You just got to be careful, but now you have the breakout. Yesterday entry was at the 10-day for the pop. Nice. Clarence, what's going on? AMD. So AMD is going down on acquisition news of, what was it called? Xilinx or what was the company name? Yeah, Xilinx. They're going to be paying 26 billion? Oh, $30 billion valuation. So $30 billion valuation. Market doesn't like that. So that's what's going on with AMD right now. So AMD is not moving on the chart or anything. It's just moving on that acquisition news right now. So be careful. You too, Manny. Can anyone tell NASDAQ is short or call? I mean, it's looking kind of bullish right now, but anything could happen. Like anything could happen. I mean, Qs, if you're looking at the NASDAQ, I don't know what if you're trading futures or you're trading Qs, I don't know what you're trading for NASDAQ, but it looks like, this could be 290 easy if we get the push here. Yeah, I understand. I just didn't know what instrument you're using to trade NASDAQ. That's all I'm saying. You could trade NASDAQ a variety of ways. Stocks rise for third day on stimulus hopes. Do you guys actually think we're getting are we really going to get a stimulus deal? I don't know, bro. Do you really think we're going to get a stimulus deal? Stimulus will happen, just not sure before end of year. Yeah, I don't think it's happened before the election. These guys can't even agree on one of the simplest terms. I did think that Trump did have a good idea by splitting it into smaller bills. Like, okay, do a bill for the airlines, do a bill for the American people to get the $1,200 checks, do a bill for different people. I think that was a good idea. That way you avoid the bloat in the bills. People throwing in billions of dollars for random things. So I did think that was a good idea, actually. But I don't think. You see, the checks and balances are intended to protect us as a country, and they do. But this is the circumstances that, the people in power, this is when they could potentially hurt you, right? So I don't think again, the founding fathers did the best they could, with what they had, based on the knowledge that they had, and America's still here, right? So that's good, but it's just tough. Imagine investors say, "Forget it. Market will trash." Yeah, James. Yeah, Nancy's coming out in about 30 minutes to make her plan for the 25th Amendment. But the chances of that actually becoming law or anything is next to nothing. I don't even know why she's wasting her time. Probably to try to make Trump look bad. That's all this is. If the people stim bill was the priority, it would be so much easier to get the other bills like airlines done. Seems like they're trying to do it the other way around. Yeah, Alex, they want to help out their friends. To show her pretty face. And yeah. Anyways. Anyways, all right. Market is, again, we're flat at open. Boeing's coming down a little bit. Tesla's coming down a little bit. Man, Tesla's only up $2 this morning. DKNG's back in the red. What we got going on here? What we got? Google's trying to push up. Google had a nice push up. Yesterday was pretty boring, but after that drop, I mean, it's recovered. It's recovered relatively nicely. Alibaba getting slaughtered though. I mean, on the 1 year, still looking pretty good, but on the daily, it's probably going to come down to like the 296 area, maybe 295. Nvidia getting clapped. Yesterday, it was a waterfall at open on Nvidia, and it just couldn't stay up. Anybody short Nvidia yesterday? I mean, I pretty much just sat around and did nothing. But yeah, I mean, we're hitting some slow market. Okay, Microsoft. Is Microsoft finally above the 50? Microsoft finally back above the 50-day. Can it move up? Can it move up? Yeah, I mean, this week I think was kind of an overall tough trading week. I mean, if you sat out, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like this week was definitely unpredictable in terms of what was going to happen with the political news, and unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, the next debate currently is canceled because Trump doesn't want to do it remote. So we're not going to have that next week, which I think might be good for us traders, right? So if there's no debate next week, might be good for us traders because the last debate was that was dumpster fire. Oh, you're trading Forex? Yeah, I mean, you just want to be careful up here. A lot of things could happen. I mean, this thing's been on a major rip, so that could continue, or obviously the latter, which it could drop. And right now it's just kind of we need more information to determine what's going to happen today. People going to cash out before the weekend? Are people going to load the boat? We got TLT chilling here at 159. Might be in buy zone right here. TLT. So we'll see. TLT might be in the buy zone. Maybe make a play on that. VXX getting disintegrated today. Just popping all the way down. Hit 2250. Boeing is not doing very well. And every time Boeing taps 170, probably should have took a short here, but I've been kind of patient this week. Just been kind of chilling. Cannabis trying to come back after filling the gap on the day. Let's go. Make cannabis great again. You guys remember the cannabis craze with right after we had the crypto craze, then it rolled into the cannabis craze, and I mean that was nuts. That was nuts. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, then the Tesla craze. Well, I think before the Tesla craze, we had like the overall market. Like people were just like, "Oh, I could throw money in and make instant money." Alex, like that was crazy. And yeah, Tesla, Apple, the Apple craze. Apple just parabolic. Yo, that's what's good. Take short on Boeing. And every time Boeing, oof. Yo, Amazon's ripping, Sarah. Amazon gapped up. But yeah, I think it could break out here. I mean, I still think Amazon, I'm still waiting on Amazon. I think it could definitely be good. ahead of earnings here. We need a new craze. Yeah, we got the politics craze right now. we got the election craze. That's not the kind of craze you want, though. Yeah, we want to make stocks great. We want things to we want some major runs here. I mean, we had a good run here. I mean, last couple of days. I mean, Amazon's up 200 points from a few days ago. Yeah, I mean, the question is what we're going to do. We want a CPB craze. What is that? What is that thing doing here? Yeah, Campbell's Soup. I mean, they did have a, that was a crazy time for Campbell's, but I mean, I'll admit, Alex, I did buy Campbell's Soup back in February and March, and I gave a lot away, but I did not open one single can. So I'm still sitting on cans, and I hope I never have to open one. I hope. Because if I open up one, that means times are going to be real bad. Times are going to be bad. So I got a bunch of cans I'm just sitting on. So I don't know. People that bought them, are they using them, or I don't know. I mean, but to be honest with you, I understand where I'm positioned in life, and it may not be what the average American is experiencing right now. Obviously, you know what I mean? But yeah, Campbell's Soup, I don't know. I mean, this is a lot of chop. Last earnings got destroyed. I don't know. It looks kind of bearish to me, Alex. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, it's struggling to stay this run up, and now that they paid out this dividend, is it going to pop out? Surprisingly, Campbell still pays out a dividend though, so that's good. Boeing. What are you going to do? You're going to double top here, or you're going to push lower? Looks like it's going to push lower possibly. Oof. Yeah, Qs are trying to make a push up, but I mean the overall market is just every single morning we're just sitting here like, okay, we had the gap up. Now what? Like there's no volume. Like we're just sitting. Yeah, Nvidia could come down to I said yesterday, the 540s. I do think that still. I mean, it just broke into the 540 range. I mean, I think it can come down to like 542, 543. Swinging is not back in season. Oh my gosh. You know what's in season? Burning premium. That's what's in season. All right, let's see what the banks are doing. Banks are getting nailed right now. Yeah, the banks are getting hit. Getting a little topped out here. Goldman Sachs coming at the top of its range, 210. It likes to be between 200 and 210. We're getting the tops of these ranges. Bank of America. Lost on GS put. Yeah, GS, you gotta be patient with it if you're gonna put a put on it. Also, banks have earnings next week, so they may just be running due to that. So you want to be careful. Should have cut losses earlier. Agreed. Yeah, I mean the market. I don't think the market really knows what it wants. Let's see what's our boy Nike doing. Nike's been running all-time highs yesterday on Nike. So it's holding this earnings gap up here. So Nike could be a good trade. McDonald's. McDonald's not doing that well. Thoughts on Apple iPhone release? I think it could push 120 on the hype for sure. Question is, are they going to release it this year? That's what we want to know. If Tim Cook comes out and says they're not releasing it till next year or the spring, I mean, I'm just wondering if it's going to come out this year. You think it's going to come out this year? But I think it could push 120 pre-event. But it's been chopping in here though, so range is getting tight. I think it could push 120 though. 10. Yeah, I mean this sector has nowhere to go but up, man. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, you're seeing a lot more homes with solar panels on now, like you've never seen before. I mean, I think this sky's the limit. I mean, solar is still in the infancy of where it's actually going to go. In terms of options trading it, I mean, I think it's tough. But shares, if you're holding shares, it's an easy buy. New Apple iPhone announced next week, pre-order next Friday, delivery a week later. Yeah, I got the last iPhone. I need to come up with something seriously different because it performs almost like new a year later. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the new phones are mostly for like people that are upgrading older phones. I mean, I have the XS, so I have an iPhone XS, and I feel no need to get a new phone. I mean, this phone is good enough probably for the next 3 years. I mean, Apple does make a solid product when it comes to hardware, no doubt. I mean, iPads last a long time, MacBooks last a long time, iMacs last a long time. All right, Qs are breaking out. Qs are breaking out. SPY is not, but Qs are starting to break out. NASDAQ, for the guy asking about NASDAQ, does look like a long now. New iPhone is supposed to have 5G. Well, hopefully AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile, all them, roll that out, because as far as I know, it has not been rolled out. But I'm holding Tesla long term as more than an EV company. Agreed. Yeah, I mean Tesla's at the forefront of this market. I mean, like, this whole sector. 20 years from now, I mean, everything's going to be different, Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Sometimes the smartest move is just to buy stock and just leave it, That's what I mean, John. I don't know where the infrastructure is. I mean, the infrastructure is rolled out on a very small basis, but since the update to iOS, I got my iPhone X about 25 minutes battery of call video. It's not a mobile phone at this point. Time to upgrade for me. Man, yeah, iOS 14 was terrible because, I mean, does anyone here get the text lag? I get the text lag. I mean, it's bad. Like, if someone texts you, do you guys get that text lag too? Bad. Our BA still looks like a short here. BA's looking good. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm gonna refill my coffee. Try to see if we get some entries here. You guys have a great day. Hey, enjoy your weekend. We'll be around. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.